going to say these things as a former psychotherapist who has been complicit in the harm that I'm about to name. And this is something we're really not supposed to say openly because a multi-billion-dollar industry depends on it staying hidden. But modern white hetero healing culture, everything from psychiatry and self-help to social media therapy and politically unaware spirituality, it all teaches women to swallow our rage and to stay in our place. So this is not necessarily intentional or malicious, but it is systemic. So we're taught to process trauma instead of fighting for justice. We're taught to work on romantic relationships with men instead of seeing their roots in systemic inequity. We're told to hold our families together on our own instead of recognizing the violence that keeps women imprisoned and isolated inside the nuclear family. We're taught to forgive men their flaws instead of seeing how deeply they are conditioned to dislike, disrespect, and exploit us. We're told to be grounded and compassionate and self-aware and accountable within systems that can consistently reward men for abusing and exploiting us. And within the individualistic framework of pathology and healing, the systems that are built on domination, extraction, and entitlement are never included in the analysis. And of course, that includes white supremacy and capitalism. So the work is endlessly internalized. Heal your triggers, heal your attachment, heal your inner child, heal your nervous system. All of these have their place. But the conditions that created the pain not only remain intact, but they're normalized. So women come into therapy and retreats and spiritual spaces carrying the psychic residue of exploitation and violence and coercion and gaslighting. And we are gently redirected away from anger and towards acceptance. But when rage is bypassed, it doesn't disappear. It collapses inward. It becomes depression, autoimmune illness, chronic fatigue, shame, self-blame, self-erasure, dissociation. For neurodivergent women, this is especially dangerous because we are statistically at even higher risk of exploitation and abuse, and our sensitivity along with the fallout of our trauma are shamed and even further pathologized. So rage is not a final destination where we want to live our lives from, but when it has been systematically suppressed, it needs to be accessed and expressed safely if we're going to heal. And we can't heal by continuing to numb our rage and remain silent. We heal by letting it tell the truth and then deciding what we're going to do with that truth together.